Well, uh, wanted to say that I have had no idea what to do when we started this video. I have no experience making bologna. I have no experience uh, baking stuff. I had no idea how long this was going to take. This was trial and error, and um, it turned out the way it turned out. That's all one can ask for, I guess. So, hope you enjoy this. Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna do a little different video. I'm gonna be in the kitchen, which I'm not very comfortable being in the kitchen, but Daniel from Living Man Outdoors said he'd like to see me do a video on making bologna with Nutria meat. So I got some Nutria meat, and I got this burger. It's old burger that's not really anything wrong with it, but it's been in the freezer for quite a while. I'm gonna mix some of that in with it too, so I have enough poundage. But I gotta go get the Nutria meat and cut it off the bone. So I'm gonna cut all this off the bone and then run it through the grinder. There's actually quite a bit of meat on these things, but take off any dirt that I see in the process. But my grinder will grind pretty good sized meat too. So right now it's just get the meat off the bones and get it ready to grind. I just got a cheap, well, I don't know if it's cheap or not, but I got a mix for summer sausage, bologna, whatever, from Mart, and that's what I'm going to be mixing this up with, mixing with this meat. So I've never tried their stuff before at Mart, but Mart usually has pretty decent stuff as far as just about anything. Actually, they have good gun selection, good ammo selection, good fishing selection. I'm pretty impressed with them, especially since everyone else is out of everything and they can't find anything. They actually have quite a bit of stuff still. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut these off of here, cut the meat off of here, off of these bones, and get it ready to grind. And then I will bring you back. I weighed this before I started cutting it off. All my Nutria meat I weighed, and I have about 17 pounds of Nutria meat approximately. So quite a bit. So that should make about 28 pounds with that, and this is what I figured. So should be a pretty good amount. Okay, we got the grinder here. We got that much meat out of there. I'm gonna set this grinder up, grind it into that bowl. Yeah, so I'll let you sit there while I get it all set up. Get in there. That's much better. dish got full. There. I think I'll just dump this in here and then keep grinding into that one. Alright, I'll go get the burger that I'm mixing in with this. Might need a bigger bowl to mix it in. That's what I'm looking at. Might have to get one of the tubs, bring it in, mix this all up, and put the seasonings with it. So stick around for that. We're gonna put all this meat in a bigger tub so that it'll all fit. And I have to run out to the freezer and grab the other burger that I'm putting in there. Went ahead and added a couple more packs because I didn't have quite as much as I thought I would of the Nutria meat. But let's see. Put you up here where you can see what's going on. And I suppose, I don't know why you couldn't use any kind of meat to make this. If you have old meat that is still good but not great, don't know why you couldn't do that. But let's set you down here so you can see the scale. Now I'm shooting for approximately 30. We are at, I think this tub weighs 3/4 of a pound, so we are just over 28 pounds. I might go grab one more burger. That'll be half and half. Actually, it'll be just a bit more burger than it is Nutria, but that's okay. At least we'll get the Nutria used up. It actually doesn't look too bad. Looks edible. So let me go get one more pack, put it in there, get the seasonings in it. Alright, the next step, I took all those frozen ones, chopped them all up into little chunks. I'm gonna mix them in here and let them thaw out a little more. Probably mix the seasonings in here just shortly here. Depends how that did make this meat pretty cold to have those chunks like that, but I'd really like them to be a little more thawed yet so that the seasoning gets through everything. But it will be run through the grinder again, not grinding it, but it'll be run through just to stuff it, and that should help mix it up too.
So because of that, I don't think it's gonna matter if I mix the seasonings in here the way it is. So I just punch a bunch of holes in it like that, and then I'll get my seasonings, dump them all in there, and yeah, should be good. So let me grab my seasonings. High Country pepperoni sticks is what the spice is for this. Got 2 packs of Cure here, and it says that each one of these is good for I thought it said how much. Maybe it's the directions that say how much they're good for, but this total pack here that I got is supposed to be good for you know what, I think I'm supposed to dissolve that in hot water before I put it in there. I better read directions. I'll be right back. So yes, it says right here 2 packets of Cure in 3 cups of cool water. So I need to go get that, mix it up, and it looks like, yeah, I don't think I have to, the seasonings, I don't think it'd hurt if I'd mix them with water before I put it in there, but I'll just mix them in evenly. So the Cure I'm going to put into 3 cups of water and dissolve that and dump it in here. Should be good. And I think while I'm at it, I'm just going to put this in there too. Scissors is pretty dull, but that's a lot of seasonings. Alright, I will mix that all up. Try to get all this seasoning off the walls. Mix it in there good. And I'm going to let this sit in the fridge overnight. Like I said, that putting that frozen meat in here really cooled this down a lot, so that's good. It smells pretty good. It smells about like pepperoni, to be honest with you. Okay, I decided to put some smoke with this as well. So I'm gonna put, this is 5 ounces it says, but some of it's already been used. And for 30 pounds, I was gonna do half a cup, which this should be right at. So I'm just gonna dump that in there and mix it all in. That should make it a little better tasting. So again, we'll just mix this all up. Oh, that smells like smoke too, for sure. I'm gonna put some freezer paper over top of that and let it, put it in the fridge overnight. Whoops, bumped the camera. Keep that from drying out a little bit. Alright, that goes in the fridge till tomorrow. I'll bring you back tomorrow. Okay, I got the bologna out this morning. Got the grinder set up to stuff. I got some casings in some water here just to get them pliable. Getting ready to stuff this bologna up and then put it in the oven. So, let's get with the program. Okay guys, we are starting the stuff here. It's kind of hard doing this by myself, but I'll get her done. I'll get her done. Don't want to get them too full, but you want them full enough. I'm guessing about like that. One stick of bologna. Alrighty guys, well, we got all this stuff. This is the last one. It got a little bit of air in there, but I don't think that's gonna hurt too much. I'll just punch a couple holes in there. But now what you do is you twist that up and you wrap a twist it up here. You wrap a string around there and tie it off, kind of like these. And you could probably use hog rings too, but the guy I got these casings from said that didn't work very well for him. So right there you can see a little bit of air in there. I'll punch holes in there, get that out of there. But before you bake these, you're supposed to punch holes in them anyhow, so that water doesn't come out to the edge and just sit there and make it slimy. So it's not a big deal. So I'll get these tied up and get them ready to bake. So I'm taking this string here and cutting it into lengths, and that's what I'm using to tie these things shut. And I don't suppose that you would have to have this kind of string. You could probably use about anything that would tie it off, as long as it's not going to flame up in the oven. But got some on a cookie sheet over here ready to bake. Need to poke holes in them yet, but that's what it looks like before it's baked, and we'll bring you back at the end. So I'm tying all these things shut with these little strings, and it actually works pretty well if I can find the string on the other side. But I just tie either one really good strong knot or double tie it, and all it has to do is hold till it's baked. There you go, there's one. Put it on the cookie sheet. Go for the next one. Alrighty, you're supposed to put a pan of water in the bottom of this to keep the casings from drying out while you bake them. So we got that. I'm gonna put this in there. I'm trying to keep them from touching each other, but I don't know if we can do that or not. This one wants to touch, and I poked pinholes all up in there. So alright, we'll let that bake. Alright guys, we got that one to 160. Finally, it's been 5 hours of baking that. So we're gonna take these out, put the next batch in. We're gonna do 2 trays and try to get them done. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. try to get those done at least by 9 o'clock tonight. So that's the first batch down. We'll have to see how it tastes. Alrighty guys, I think I'm gonna cut into this. I don't know what to think about this casing because it did not stay tight. I mean, I didn't want it to stick to the meat, but it didn't even stay remotely close to the meat. But that is what it turned out to look like on the inside. It doesn't look bad. Looks like summer sausage to me. Now, first impressions. This was a what'd they call it? Snack stick mix. It's pretty dry. I mean, drier than I thought it was going to be. It's not bad. Tastes somewhat like pepperoni. A mild pepperoni maybe. It's not bad. It is pretty dry though. Not sure how to keep it moist. Maybe put more heat to it and cook it faster. I'm not sure. Because they say the way that you dry it out more is to put it on lower heat for longer. I don't know. Taste is fine. Probably if you'd put, I don't know, some kind of sauce on it, it wouldn't be bad at all. Like I said, the taste is fine, but it's just a little dry for me. Some people might like it that way. I don't know. It's been a learning curve. Maybe some of the other batches will turn out a little better. We will see. But thanks for coming along. I appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Come back for more next time.